Hello, welcome back to another video. This is my November monthly bullet journal setup, and the theme for this month is Salon Gallery wall. So I had a few different inspirations for this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just didn't know when I wanted to do it, and it finally worked out where I was like, I don't know what to do it for November. And I saw this really cute inspiration page, or I saw this cute picture on Pinterest that inspired me, and I was like, I'm gonna do this for November. So the first thing that inspired me was last year I went to the museum with my best friend, and one of the things that we saw at the museum was art museum. Was they had these different areas where they had these gallery walls set up as they would have been in the olden days, my brain just like in the olden days, where they would have had all these different like portraits and landscape paintings and mirrors and etc. hung up on the wall, going from like the ceiling to the floor. And like tapestries and stuff, like all that, and it's all like jigsaw puzzled together on the wall, which I love gallery walls. Like all of the walls in my house are gallery walls. They're amazing. I think they're so cute. But the ones I saw at the museum, I was like, these are super cute, and I wanted to somehow do a bullet journal layout inspired by that. So it's been tickling around in my brain. No, I hate I didn't like that phrasing. Tickling around in my brain. Ugh. But it's been in my brain for over a year or so. And then when I did the Bridgerton layout last August 2022, and I had the frames on one of the like my writing tracker or project tracker page, and I did the portraits of the different characters, and I was like, these frames are so cute. And I did the really large frame around on the cover page of the poster, and I was like, these turned out so cute, and so it made me even more excited to do the frames again, even though those frames were way cuter than these frames. But I didn't have as much space for all of these frames to do as many details because they're like much smaller and stuff. But I think it still turned out super cute. So, additionally, something that's a little different for November is that the layout, and there's my head is in the screen. The layout, it spans both pages instead of the cover just being on one page. Again, I saw this really cute picture bullet journal like cover page on Pinterest. My whole head is in, it's not my whole head, but it feels like my entire head is in the screen whenever a sliver of my head peeks through. But anyways, I saw this really cute bullet journal layout picture on Pinterest, and I was like, I love that. And so I wanted to do my version of that. And so I was like, cool. So we've got each of the letters of November have their own frame. And I tried to do like different vibes, different fonts. And it's adorable. It's adorable. I like it. I think I like it. And then the other frames that fill up the rest of the space, that is the task tracker. So I color them in over the course of November. I thought about drawing something inside of them, like something simple, like a flower, or like landscapes in just like black, like again, similar to the Bridgerton cover from last year, where all the characters and the objects in the photo of the poster of the cover, oh my gosh, now that was my whole head in the frame. They were just done like all in black, like in silhouette, and then just the stuff around it was colored. I thought about doing something like that, like again doing like a landscape or like a flower or like a vase with like some apples or whatever, just like outlines of stuff. I didn't feel like it. And then honestly, I think the end product looks better. And you're like, that looks super cute. Like, that looks so cute. Wait till you see the finished product, because I did a thing. I added a little thing to this just to make the stuff pop. Simple little thing. Here I am trying to figure out what colors I want to use for my tracker. I wanted to, again, it's autumn, it's fall, so I wanted to stick to kind of that type of color palette and do slightly darker colors. Again, not like too dark. But I wanted, stuff in that color palette. Like it, I don't know how else to phrase it. But so those are the colors I chose, kind of like this maroon and then this like indigo adjacent purple color. There's this dark foresty green color, and there's this dark beige color, and then there's this yellow color that it's like a mustard yellow. Jewel tone. Someone in a previous video, I was like, I couldn't remember what the name of this color palette is, and they commented it below. Thank you to that person. And it's jewel tones. I really enjoy jewel tones. I think that color palette ends up as my color palette for my trackers quite a bit. But anyways, here I am coloring in the frames of the different pictures and portraits and things. I chose to do them in like different shades of like brown mostly, and then I did a few in gray and a few in black. I didn't want all of them to be really dark, and I didn't want them all to be the same color because I wanted to be kind of, mix and match vibes. And then I continued that on to this tracker as well. The frames, they go throughout the whole layout, which I really like. Sometimes when I do layouts, like each page will kind of be its own thing. Like they'll all be like tied together to an overall theme, but they'll each kind of be their own thing. And that's fun sometimes, but sometimes it's fun for it just to be like all really cohesive and all the same. And that's what this is. So I put the habit tracker in the center of the page because when I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, I didn't want the frames to all be on one side because it felt a bit too similar to my April layout where I love that page where I did the Squidward portraits as my mood and energy tracker. That page was so cool. It's one of my favorite pages that I've done this year. But I didn't want it. It felt too similar. So I was like, how can I switch this up a little bit where everything is still there, but it's not too matchy. And this is what I came up with. I was like, I'll just put this in the middle and put everything around it. And that's what it looks like right there. And that's how it came out. I kept the same color palette. I didn't change it for this tracker. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. So it's the same colors all throughout, less markers for me to keep track of. And I carried on those jewel tones into the rest of these other pages where there's not even trackers. So I brought those colors forward. So it's the same colors are in all the pages. And again, I brought the frames. The frames are they're framing the titles. And I think the final product looks super cute. I did a thing off camera because I felt like, when I was finished, I was like, something is missing something. there needs to be something more, and I was right, and I figured it out. And then this is what happened. Look at how cute the picture is. So I wanted to make all of the frames and everything pop more, so I colored in the background with some color pencil. I didn't want to use marker because I think that would have been too harsh, especially because the frames are already markers. I wanted it to be a softer color. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you liked my pages. Thank you for watching. Bye.